Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Lovely to have you all join me. Thank you for coming back and welcome to those of you that are new. So I'm working again today on the winter bouquet. I think I've got it, the winter bouquet digitals to make a journal. Digitals from Jamie B on Etsy. So let's just move some of this stuff out of the way. I have, so this is the cover that we made in, well, very nearly made in a previous video. I have stitched around it. I had a little bit of a blip here, I broke a needle. Don't do that very often. It was obviously worn out. But yeah, it will have something covering the spine. So, I mean, I don't dislike it, to be honest. I quite like the, when it makes a boob, the sewing machine, but yeah, it'll be covered anyway because I'm going to put a bit of lace down this spine. So yeah, that's really strong card, that shiny card in there. So yeah, I'm hoping we're going to get the signature sewn in today. I can't see why not, but I just want to make at least one little thing with you. But let's just have a look at what we've got here. Right, so I'm thinking it's going to be a journal full of pockets, this one. So I'm just going to put lots of pockets in it so I can not overstuff it, but put all the little bits, all the tags and everything. So I've not got loads left over, put them in all the pockets. So I've just stitched, I haven't inked or anything or trimmed. I've just stitched around those two postcards that came with the kit because I thought they would make really pretty pockets. There was 3, so I just stitched all the way around that one, so that will be a journal card. Obviously they don't matter, but that one's very white at the back, so I'm going to have to stencil that or something. I'm just getting a hole punch out. Now they have got that carte postale written on the top, so I want a very small divot, but I'm just thought while I'm thinking about it, am I in the middle, do we think? Might as well, not quite, but it'll be fine. Yeah, might as well just do the divots now. Whoop. Lots of banging already, sorry about that. So yeah, so we've got those 2 ready to go, and then so we start at the bottom. Oh no, have I left my scissors over at the sewing machine? I have. I've got an old pair here, but they're not the best. Let's see how I go. I might have to stop and go get them. So this was a green envelope that I decided I was going to use. Yep, Neil is my husband, and and this is a good tip for anybody who wants envelopes and hasn't got either a template maker or is able to make the template or just can't get your head around where to fold it. Just open one that you've got. Maybe keep one always as a template perhaps. Yeah, so open one out that you've got. Stick it down. I've just backed it because it was quite, well, it was thin-ish, but more than that, it was white on the inside, very white. And yeah, you can see where it was stuck down. It's left a bit of white, but that's going to be stuck down again because I'm going to I'm going to glue it back together. Now the reason I took it apart, other than that, is I want to sew it into the middle of the signature. And I much prefer, you can sew an envelope in a signature by, you know, the top flap. I much prefer doing it by the bottom flap, which is a lot more secure. You get a more centralized piece, I believe. Right, now I appreciate I'm doing that in mid-air, and you may or may not have seen what I was cutting there. Hopefully you will. Yeah, so all I'll do now, see if I can do it on the creases that are already there, is just yep, it's folding no problem. Whoops, I keep banging my chair with that drawer. Yep, just refold it on the creases if you can see them. If not, go back in and refold it on your yes, your scorer. That's it, got there in the end. This one was quite pronounced, so I could see it, I'm pleased to say. So the sun's come out here in Lincolnshire and the birds are singing. I've just noticed it was quite cool when I got up. Oh, that's still left a bit of white. Let's see if I can pull that off. Whoops, taking the green with it. Just this white bit poking around the edge I don't want. I think I might have managed it. Let's see. Yes, that's it. I quite like that. That's on the slant. Nice. Yeah, because the envelope is square when they make it, but they kind of turn it onto its corner, don't they, to get that shape, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so obviously I'm going to sew it in by this side and then glue it all down, and then it'll be like that in the signature. Obviously I won't leave Neil's name on there, but I don't know what I am going to do on it. I've got quite a few bits and pieces that I can stick on it, so I'm going to embellish that when I get it in. I've also got this bit of writing paper that I've used. Now I want to say it's Artie May's, but it may not be, but I think it is. I've used to back a tag, I'll show you in a minute, so it might be that I put some of that on there to make it right honourable. We'll see. However, so all the other bits of the kit, and now I don't think I showed you these two pockets that came with it. They are part of the kit. You'll recognise the pattern if you saw the signatures yesterday. I'm just looking at that and seeing if that is the same as that. Bear with me. It's not far off. I'm so not good at taking out these, cutting around them. I'm not sure if that wants to play. Bit deeper. Well, this one is smaller than that one. No, it's still got a different. No, that one's not so bad. Maybe if I go deeper in. It's just a lovely, neat. Sorry, guys. Crafting on the fly here. Yeah, it's just a much neater divot than I could do it by hand. Super, that was good. Let's put this away now because it's very noisy. Oh, there's another one there. Look, let's do that while we're at it. Yes, I'm going to hopefully put all these three in. That one's definitely not the right shape. I've got a smaller one. Let me just try this. I have a feeling that's going to be too small. Oh, I don't know. Nope, that'll do nicely. Right, leave them over there. So now I've started, I might as well cut them out, hadn't I, and see how these scissors are faring. These flaps down the side and on the bottom obviously tuck under, so I don't have to be too accurate with them. That's the nice thing about these pockets. And the same thing with these pockets, if you're not good at creating a pocket with flaps, you know, save one from a kit, make a template out of it, and you've always got one until you get, you know, that you are happy making your own. Right, might as well just get on and do these if you don't mind. I'll chat to you while I'm doing them. Yep, so those of you that join me regularly, hello, hope you're all well. I've had a telephone appointment message this morning, yay, to have a telephone appointment with the anaesthetist. So I am waiting for a new knee, an operation for a new knee, and I've been waiting a couple of years now. For those of you that don't know, the rest of you, yes, we know. Yeah, and with COVID getting so bad, they keep cancelling operations here in the UK. So even though they told me, well, it must be a month ago now, I'm thinking maybe a little more even. Yeah, that I was at the top of the list. I was getting quite excited, thinking I was finally going in for it. And when obviously COVID hit the news again, saying they were cancelling operations, I thought I'm probably not going to hear for a long time again. I mean, it's not an appointment for the operation, but the thing that was holding me up from the operation last time was that I needed to speak to an anaesthetist. Apparently they're the guys in charge. Well, I suppose your life is in their hands on the operating table. So they're the guys that have the final say when you are, well, I think probably all the time, but they like to assess you when you are over a certain age and on certain medications. So yeah, the surgeon was ready to go a long time ago, but I couldn't get an appointment with the anaesthetist because of all the COVID patients apparently need. So I guess the anaesthetists deal with breathing difficulties and things like that. Assessing them, I think somebody told me, assessing the COVID patients. So So yeah, I understood, and I understand completely that people are in a worse way than me. But my husband was actually saying to me this morning, just before I went to work, actually you are in a really bad way now. So not life-threatening bad way, but you know, it could be, because I'm simply not able to well, really to walk, to be fair. So I'm not using my heart and my lungs and what have you to the degree they need to keep you healthy. So, you know, it could eventually become that issue. So anyway, I'm getting excited again, thinking it might be on, but here's hoping I'm not disappointed. So there, that was a little aside where I got a few of those done, didn't I? Right, okay, so yeah, they just look so much better. So on the back of this was a 4 ticket, but I could only find a piece of backing long enough for the 3 that I liked, because this is handmade paper with flowers in it, and I wanted to use it, so I think that's lovely. That's just a piece of snowflakey paper. I packed that on some lined paper. I literally went through the scraps using everything that I had sitting around scrap wise to back these. So you've probably recognised some of them. Yeah, these are just bits of paper out the scrap box. And then this is the one that I was telling you about, where I had to go and hunt for a full piece, but it was printed off. I hadn't printed it off specifically. And this is one of those tags. Gosh, these scissors feel really loose and weird next to my red ones. They're cutting all right though. Yeah, one of those tags that's folded over. Double tag, do you call it? Folded over, hinged at the top. I haven't done one for a while. Yeah, Janie B often puts these in her kit, so I haven't done a Janie B kit for a while. Right, let's see what the points of these scissors are like. My sister's told me that she's getting me some Tim Holtz scissors for Christmas. I know you're not supposed to know, but she buys you surprises, my sister. She loves you to get, because she loves them herself, but she also likes to get you something that is on your wish list, which was nice. So yeah, it's just they're one of those things that I've wanted for a long time, and there's always been something else, you know. I'm like, all right, I'll get those scissors now, and then I'm out of glue, or you know, something like that. And obviously there's so many pennies in the pot, only so much, you know, I can spend on crafting, especially since I'm not working anymore. Love that. Love the colours go really well, don't they? Yeah, pleased with that. Okay, so and I'm finding, there's a bit of a stutter there going on. Here's another lovely one, that once I've cut them out and get them off the white, I really like this ephemera. So that's another reason to make sure it's all in this album. Right, I'm going to stop now, because you don't want to sit and watch me do these. I just wanted you to see a few. Let's get that signature. Oh no, something I want to do before the signature, so we definitely need to move on. So I've only got about 5 there maximum now to cut out. That's going in the signature. Don't forget, don't sew it up without that in. Where is it? Here. Let's put it in, because I will. If you know me well, you'll know that I will. Okay, what is it that I want to do? This layaway tag that came from Tanya at Taddy Treasures. Thank you, my friend. You are a generous person. Yeah, and it's perforated, you know, so I could just decorate it up and put it in, but I really like the fact that, you know, it's a perforated one. I'm going to take it apart, is what I thought. If I take it apart, it's obvious. Gosh, she says, yeah, it's obvious it's part of the top part when it comes apart. Hopefully, there's a lot of parts in that sentence. I want to kind of see the perforation, so I didn't want to cut it. That's it. Lovely. Yeah, so it's obvious that went together, and I'm thinking I could put that on as a pocket, hence this envelope that I've pulled, and that will just about, it will, if I'm mean with my glue on each side. Don't see why I shouldn't be. Like that behind it. Or I could turn this up and that tag could go in there and that tag could go behind it. I like that idea even more. Right, so it's quite a thick envelope this, but let's where is the scoreboard? Let's see how much room we need and score it a little bit. So here I go, changing again. Some ideas that I had, but what do we think about there? Let's try it and see. I know I should have done that the other way up, probably, shouldn't I? Sorry, way off camera there. Yeah, so that can go in there and that can go behind there. I like it. So, we don't need that anymore, do we? But we do need, I don't know, something to lean on. Or my famous brown bit from yesterday. What do I want on this before these go in? And I just mat it with what? Don't think it wants that behind it. Maybe just some torn. I'm wondering about the green. Which way? That way? Either to just, no, I want it torn, I don't want it all on show. Let me tear that in half and then kind of down there. Sort of matted. Right, let's get some ink on the go. Whoops. The ink's lively this morning. Wish I was. I have to say thank you to you guys that are talking to me in the comments. It's that time of year that everybody is really busy, and yeah, I was talking to Tanya, and the amount of views is going down on YouTube, obviously because people are, I'm assuming, busy getting ready for festivities. I'm wondering if I want a bit of printing behind this one here, or a bit of stenciling, or no, I think I'll just have it as it is. Yeah, so but obviously that, especially there's a good few people who talk to me on a regular basis, and you're still, thank you, managing to come on and chat with me, and you're asking me about my knee, all of you, and my health, which is absolutely lovely, really. I'm mum. For those of you that don't know, we lost Dad a couple of months ago, so yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you know, the fact that you not only remember but take the time to, you know, talk to me about it and care. Ooh, filling up. It is really like having friends. I call you all my friends now, so it's like chatting to friends, not just, you know, people that happen to be watching my video. So thank you guys, thank you so much. And there's a lot of you, so I don't really get to know you and your families, or I get to know you, but I don't get to know about your family situation unless you manage to tell me much. So yeah, thank you for caring enough. Ooh. And for spending time in your busy days. So how are you all getting on? I know I've spoken to a few of you, and there seems to be a fair mixture of people who are sorted and ready to go and people who have not wrapped a present. Alison. Yeah, you're in good company because I've only done a few. I'm not making a lot of presents anyway. I'm not buying a lot of presents. I am making a couple. You know, I think I've said before, the grandkids are having a few little prezzies, but it's mostly money and the daughter will have money, and do I want that on there? Where's me ruler? I want more of a straight edge than that. And obviously Neil's having fishing gear. I think I've had that conversation with you before, so it will be money for Neil, because if I chose something it wouldn't be right, and I can't get him to go on and look. He keeps saying be cheaper after Christmas. We sound like right Scrooges, don't we? But it's probably true. Yeah, so got him a couple of little bits wrapped up. So yeah, I've not got a lot to wrap, but I've not done many. Birds are singing. Got me thinking about Christmas and what I've still got to buy now. Just a couple. Still got a couple of things I need to go online and do. I'm leaving till a bit late, aren't I? And I'm thinking now is the time that I really need to up making my videos. I don't know, but they might just say to me, can you come in over Christmas? Which of course I will. Luckily enough, there's plenty of us to make sure Mum's not on her own if I go in over Christmas, because it'll be tough. I am just so desperate to get it done, I will go in any time. Right, I like that. What am I going to do on the tag? I think that needs cutting down a little bit. It's a little bit long. I know it's to go on perhaps clothing and things, but I think I perhaps need to glue that shut. I know it'll be glued down on the... Oh, it won't be glued down on the page, will it? Nana. It's going on as a pocket, so it definitely wants to be shut down there, otherwise it'll get caught. Right, yeah, so come on Denise, speed up a bit and decide what you are going to put on there. I've lost my pin. Yes, there's a bird having a dig in the... I think I've worked out what they're doing. They're digging the gutters for the insects and things like that. But they must have some sharp claws, because they don't have to make a racket. Right. What do we want on you? Something from the kit maybe. Let's have a look at this this little... Oh, look at that rose now then. Now, wouldn't that be nice just on its own over there? I think it would. I think it would. See how inspiration comes to you when you just have lots and lots and lots of stuff on your desk. Yeah, that's my reason for continuing. Yeah, it's a little bit too big, so I will... I think I put this yesterday on something. Oh yeah, one of the envelopes that we made. And I did the same thing. It's washi material, paper, whatever. And yeah, it's see-through when you put it down, but obviously it's I don't know, what's the word? Translucent, opaque. Yeah, it kind of blurs the image that's behind it anyway, so a little bit less means you see more of whatever's behind. In this case, I'd like the layaway tag features to show through. Yeah, so I'm just starting to film, ready for, well, I don't know when yet, ready for when it airs, my planner project I've been talking to you about with, it's a bit of a collaboration, the project between Nanine at Collage Type on Etsy, who, you know, is a digital creator, and Tanya, who is Tatty Treasures, who is a woman of many talents. She's a YouTuber first and foremost. She has Etsy shops and things like that. Yeah, Etsy shops, she's got more than one. Yeah, was just trying to think which side I picked, because yesterday when I used this I just put the pin through one of the sides, just making sure it's the side that's not going down. I did it on a leaf so that if I ripped it I could cut the leaf off. I think I did go through it then. Of course it wouldn't work twice for me, would it? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's a collaboration between Tanya, bit of an ideas woman I think, shall we call her? Yeah. And Nanine, who is the artist, I guess. Yeah, and it's a fabulous, fabulous project, year-long project, planner and more. So Tanya's doing it, I'm doing it, I believe. I mean, there'll be a lot of people doing it. I believe Rita Jensen has said she's going to join in, so hopefully you guys will. Yeah, because I'm starting to film that. Come on off, please. This afternoon. And yeah, I'm thinking I better get it a good fair way through it in case I do end up going in hospital. I think I told you when I come out I am going, I don't know if I told you or not. Anyway, if I go in hospital and have this done when I come out, I'm going to stay with Mum. Oh, I didn't put it in the right place. Look, that flower bud. And I've got a bit of a crease in there. I'm not going to take the whole thing off, but I will get rid of that crease. That flower bud. It's going to go over the edge and I'm going to leave it over the edge. I'm not going to cut it off. Yeah, that's okay. Looks like it's growing round. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and I'm just going to leave that like that, I think. I don't know that I want anything on this. I think I'll leave this as it is and then decide when I put it in, but I'm not sure that it wants anything on it. I'm just wondering about one of these labels. No, I'll just put it in there for now. Okay, another piece done to go in. Right, these are all out of there, weren't they? Yeah, I'm going to stay with Mum because she's got her, she's in the bungalow and she's got a bathroom, you know, all sorted for, no, not disabled people, but infirm, shall we say. She's got a nice big walk-in shower and things like that, and if Neil has to go to work she can bring me cups of tea and things, so yeah, that'd be nice for both of us, I think. Right, what we doing? Signature. I am dallying, that's what I'm doing. Let's get this signature sewn in, which is what I wanted to do today, and then I'm thinking tomorrow will be the fill it and embellish it. Doesn't it go quick? Oh, that was right, I need to leave myself a message about that because I want to make some what do I want to make for the front and back cover? What are they called? Stuffed pockets. I get double pockets. I used to do them a lot at one time, so I need to print some of the papers off on card. It's basically just, well, two big pockets stitched together in a big round. I'm sure if you've been with me a while you'll know what I mean, but if I get them made you'll see them tomorrow. Right, signature, that's what we're doing, signature. So like I said, I'm not going to put an awful lot in it, so I've got 7, I believe, papers, envelope for the middle, a piece of, that's 2, I don't know if any of it's too wide, I haven't checked it yet, piece of music paper and a doily that I've had to cut down because I've only got massive ones. Right, let's have a look what we're looking like size wise, because these papers are pretty big. Yeah, they're all way too big. So you've guessed it, it's chopper time. Now I'm just thinking if I put it on some paper of some description or a book. Oh, I've got my little green cutting mat here. It just stops the noise quite so badly, the banging and cutting. Not entirely, but it slides about a bit, doesn't it? And let's measure roughly what we think we want. Yeah, so I was thinking 13, and I think 13 is a good centimetres, so that's like 5 1/4 inches. So it's a good cut for on here, 13, and it's just going to fit nice in there. So let's go with 13. These are quite nice quite thick paper, so yeah, maybe, I don't know, I suppose I could stop the camera and do this, but it seems a waste of time and energy just for the sake of cutting, what did we say, 8 papers? 9 papers? No, 8, because the other 2 are already, oops, I think I might have nudged you then, perhaps I need to come this way a little bit. Can you still see? I think so. Now we've got a siren going, and the sun continues to come out. I have some laundry that's just finished actually, so I'm wondering what the temperature's like out there, because sometimes even if it's sunny, it's not warm enough, is it, to dry you? Well, it won't dry them, but I'm thinking it's nice to get them on the line and a little bit of fresh air through them before I finish them on the tumble dryer, which of course saves a little bit of money on the tumble drying as well, and the environment. Yeah, lovely, that's it. So it wasn't too bad, was it? Done. Put that over there. Ouch. Now all we've got to do is decide where we want them, and we can sew them in. So obviously you're going in the middle, and you're going to be sewn that way. Is that right? No. Yes. You're going to be sewn in that way. You can still go that way though, as long as I make sure that's, yeah, that's it. Right, you in the middle, you not. What do we think to it against? So I'm wondering about, I quite like against that dotty, turning that one the other way out. I don't know if it's the right way up. Yeah, quite like that going against the dotty, so we'll go with that one in the middle. What have we got in there? That one. I didn't check the height. Yeah, there is some difference in the height. Silence. What I could do is, oh, that's nice, I might like you on the front. I could just cut them down with a knife if I take that out with my yeah, because you can see when you put pages together how they then come out at the sides as well. Craft knife, yeah, that one is quite small for some reason, so let's go with that one. And alright, I don't think I'll do them all at once. I'll start from the middle because, well, let's just measure, see if I can do a measuring. Sorry, I'm talking quietly because I'm thinking there, yeah, so that's exactly 20 by looks of it. 5, 10, 15, 20. And how does 20 centimetres? I'm in centimetres again because that's all my mat does. 20 centimetres is, yeah, just going to fit. So it looks like it's about just under 8 inches, 20 centimetres. So which one was 20? That one. Yeah, that's a nice fit, isn't it? Right, so I won't have to do that then, I can do them on here. As long as I start on the bottom and line that up there. I'm wondering if I need to change the blade of my knife. Probably being used a fair bit. It's not too bad though. Right, let's keep them in order. Otherwise I'll have to go through all that again. Right, so yeah, I've said this to you before, haven't I? I know you like to you like to see the signature sewn in, but it is not necessarily a slow job. Well, that one is 20 all but it's a there's lots of little things you've got to do before you can actually, it's outside, not in, actually get to the sewing. That make it, you know, your finished product that much better. So it's worth all the faffing about. Now, I was having a conversation with Tanya last night about the words we use, the English words we use, that perhaps people abroad are wondering what on earth we're talking about, and I'm wondering if perhaps faffing about is one of them. So it's faffing is like messing about. It's a very interesting thing, the English language. It has its own vocabulary, and then, as all languages do, yeah, and then we make we make more up on top, and then they kind of become words and come into our vocabulary, even though they've got no kind of basis anywhere. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. And that end is shorter, so that's fine. Yeah, a lot of them weren't far off, and it doesn't matter if you have them different heights. I just fancied making everything simple and easy this time, so yeah, I'm going for all the same height, and then I, in theory, won't have to work too hard getting it all together to stitch. It should, with the exception of the envelope and the that music paper that wasn't quite, oh, and the doily, didn't put the doily in, did I? With the exception of those three things, they should all line up pretty nicely. Right, so doily. Turned my fire off because I was hot about an hour ago, and it's just starting to, excuse me, it's just starting to cool down a little bit. That's nice. Oh, cardinal. Yeah, I was wondering if to put the doily over that, because I have got that that pattern twice. What's stuck out? That's it. I know it's very white next to that, but it's, you know, there's a lot of white in the book anyway. Oops, train honking its horn. Yeah. Right, is that one stuck out a bit much? Because it's, yeah, I think I am going to trim them down that way as well. So I definitely do need to. Can I reach over there? Bear with me a minute. Oh, where's my other pliers gone? I don't know. I need to make sure I've got a nice sharp knife for this. So I've got glasses on, and I am looking the other way now, so you can see more than I can. Yeah, that's it. I need to put that where I remember to wrap it up in the bin. That's it. So a nice, oh, I'm nearly out of this one, that's the last of it. A nice sharp knife is pretty much paramount to this procedure. And I'm thinking I'm going to use my big ruler, which is for this, definitely for cutting round, because it's thicker, so less likely to slip and cut myself. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is make all the pages the same width. I really could do with a longer blade for this, just because the ones in the middle, because the paper's really thick, the ones in the middle are sticking out, which again is fine if that's how you want your journal. There's nothing wrong with that, and I often do make them like that. I'm just going for, she says. Yeah, so the trick with this is to just keep going. Oops, what's going on there? Got a bit of a bump. Until you've got through all the layers, preferably keeping everything in the same place. Something keeping it there. Is that it? Can't see right over there, so here's hoping that's straight. Yeah, so it's made it narrower, but yeah, can you see how that's now all in a straight line? It's made lots of mess. Oh, where did you come from? There. That's it. Yes, I think I might need the vacuum cleaner in here at the end of today's session. Right, and that in the middle. Need to keep those really still now. That's the right way. That in the middle. Lovely. Where is the journal? Yes, my fingers are definitely starting to get cold now, which doesn't bode well, does it, for sewing in? Yep, so that has made it a little bit thinner there, but that's fine because it's pretty. And sometimes I put lace and things on the edge of the pages. I don't know that I'm going to in this one, but you never know. Never say never. Right, now I've got it one-handedly open. Hopefully it's not a very strong zip, the pouch that I have these noisy things in, because I don't want to, if I can help it, let go of my pages because I've got them nice and square. That's it. One's on. It's barely holding that envelope, but there we go. Right, maybe I can show you now what I was doing. I can let go. Right, so I'm having that one as the front. Make sure my pages are the right way up. Yeah. Yes. What colour thread shall we go for? Now I'm going to be putting, I like the red, but it's a bit too much, isn't it? So, what do we think to brown? It's a nice contrast. Yeah, I think we'll use the brown for a change. We use cream and white all the time, don't we? So, I'll go with a sharp one or a fat one. Sharp, I think. Oh yes, definitely got cold fingers now. I had hot hands yesterday. I noticed I put my hand on the table while I was crafting. I watched the video back and it left a handprint where I'd put my hand. Has it done it again? Obviously my hand's warmer than the table. The table's very cold. 2 and 3. I quite like that brown against the pink, actually. Gosh, that's a train. Noisy one. Oh, don't be splitting on me, thank you. Are we in? Yeah, right. So, how will it go today? You know, when you sew a signature in, sometimes it goes swimmingly, other times it's a pain in the bottom, as we say in England. A right royal pain. Right, let's think I'm in the middle there. Near enough. Yeah, you could measure. I never do. Measuring, I'm getting better at it, but it's not really my thing, and I'll go all the way through and make a big hole because I'm going to put lace on the outside of it, so let's make life easy. Yeah, so it doesn't matter to me if it's not exactly in the middle. If you like precision, you can measure and mark with a pen or a pencil or something. So I want this inside the inside the envelope. Can you see? when it folds up. So, you know, if I was just doing an ordinary journal, I might go right up there, but I'm only going to do a small gap so that it's all, oh, I don't want to go through, don't know what's stiff there. That wallpaper keeps its hole, if you know what I mean. It doesn't close up again like fabric, which is nice once you've put the oil through it. About there. So when I made, I don't know if I showed you or not, I probably didn't, when I made the cover, I don't know, I might have done, I put masking tape to just protect the spine, so I put a layer of masking tape inside both pieces, so inside, up the inside of the wallpaper and up the inside of this metallic paper. That's probably one of the reasons why I've got a lot of resistance here. You're going to be, yes, oh, not through there, lovely, we're back through. That just seems to, dare I say, be too easy. Far too easy. Right, sorry, I appreciate you couldn't see them, I'm just wondering if they're stuck together. They are. I invariably do that these days. Let's separate them. That brown is really tricky to see, actually. Dark. Come on, where are you connected? There somewhere. I just can't see it. Let's bring it a bit closer to me. I don't know if you can see or not. Can't see which one is through which one, but they are through. I should have looked at which one I pulled through last, shouldn't I? I think I had it then. Did I? Yes. Right. So can you see what I did? I actually split the thread there with this one when I put it through, which is what happens often with a sharp needle. That's why you have to decide if you want a sharp one or a blunt one. Where's the little, I don't want to leave it lying around because I keep losing them. That's it. Okay, so we're through. All we've got to do now is pull it tight. So you pull on the two strings, yeah, come lovely and tight. That one. Yep, it's very not central where I'm not going to pull that quite so tight this time because I made quite a thick knot last time. Yeah, so that one is a lot longer than that one. That doesn't bother me. But again, if it does bother you, measure. Okay, and I am just going to cut that off because it is going to be fastened inside that envelope. And never be seen again, like that. And the outside is going to have some, I don't know what yet, but something over it. That's the back, isn't it? That's the front. Yeah, so I think I'll glue this down now. Will I still be able to show you? No, I won't. I'll show you it bound and then I'll glue it down because that will be the video. Okay, so obviously there will be something stuck on there, so it won't be quite so shiny, glittery, just so that we can get more of the tags in. I love it when the two pages are together, they're really lush. Yeah, beautiful green that is with the white snowflakes, really. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but yeah, trust me, it's a beautiful colour. I'm loving these little splashes as well on the rings. So yeah, that will have something over it and be stuck down there so you can open it up and put stuff in there. I'll just do that in a moment. Yeah, so I'm pleased to say I'm happy with it. okay, let's stick that down and call it a video then. I'll be back tomorrow embellishing and filling, and hopefully I'll have those side things made. Hopefully, but no guarantee. Right, which bit? So yeah, so this bit, did I go past it? Kind of. I can kind of use that line of paper there as my guide. Don't want too much. It's quite good glue, this, so that should be fine. Ooh. Yeah, definitely my cold fingers now are affecting my crafting. So the temperature has obviously suddenly just, dropped a lot. So I'm guessing my laundry perhaps won't be going out, but we'll see. Still quite sunny, so, but very cold. Yeah, I'm really liking that on the inside of there, that music paper, so that white one. Yep, so we'll leave that now too. In fact, I'll leave it open, I think. Put something in it, because the book needs to learn to close. Yeah, so the other thing I've got to do is come up with a topper of some description. Not really thought about that yet, so I'm going to have to think about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed seeing this little tag come to life and pocket. I really love that. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Keep chatting to me, and if you're new, come on and give me a chat. Let me know where you're from, what you're up to, if you want to. You don't have to. And come back and see me tomorrow. Okay, bye guys, have a good day.